Squad. What up, y'all? Hope y'all morning going good. Power to the people. Back to do maintenance. We gonna get classical today. So let's start this off with the first and most foremost. If you or anyone you know will be offended by anything that I say, please feel free to leave. You do not have to stay here and be offended. With that being said, thank you all for coming to the DayLyt show. Lights, camera, action. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. DayLyt, bam, 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 bam. DayLyt, bam, 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 bam. Thank you all for coming to the DayLyt show. Highly appreciate y'all peoples. So y'all already know how we get down. Y'all know how we work on the Periscope. Shouts out to everybody that fuck with me. Shouts out to everybody that fuck with themselves. So today, we're going to go down the rabbit hole. We're going to go all the way down the rabbit hole. And we're going to go so deep down the rabbit hole that you're going to feel in your asshole. You're going to feel in your asshole, and your asshole is going to feel very tight and moist. All right.
Morning.
All right. So, y'all know where my mind is, right? Right. Y'all know where my mind is. Y'all know how my mind works, right? Most of y'all that been on here, y'all been on here for some years now. And y'all know how my mind works, so y'all understand, you understand how I see things and how I perceive things. Right? So, I'm starting to notice that I'm becoming not even becoming, but what's happening to me is I'm becoming something that I never wanted to be. Right? I never really realized my role in this world till recently. And recently, I'm starting to realize that there's a lot of people that look up to me. Like, not just like, oh, DayLyt, like you're a battle rapper or you're an artist or you're an entertainer. Fuck that. It's a lot of people in the world that really looks up to me. Like, that's not even looking up to me, but like they seeking guidance from me. Like, a lot. Like, I get messages every day, right? I get a lot of messages every day. Like my Facebook's DM, my Instagram DM, my Twitter DM. You don't understand, but it's not typical shit. It's not, oh, yo, DayLyt, how do I make a song? Or DayLyt, how do I battle rap? Or it's not that. It's never that. Right? It be shit like, like, yo, could you help me with life? Like, I'm trying to figure it out. Like, I understand the world. My parents this, my parents that. And like, it's just different type of shit. Right? And I'm starting to like, it comes a point in your life where you think you know your role in the world, right? But then you don't really know it till this type of shit start happening. So it's like, yo, like, what am I becoming? What am I becoming, right? What, like, but I'm going to tell you the problem, right? I'm going to tell you my problem right now. My problem is, I think that I'm going to help the wrong person, right? That's my problem. And that's where I'm like, yo, the shit gets crazy, right? Right. The shit gets crazy because everyone don't need help, right? Right. For example, I'll be wanting to invite people like to meetings, like right. I'll be wanting to do meetups, like, and I'll be wanting to do big meetups. But like, it sucks because it's like one of these niggas ain't here for help. You get what I'm saying? And that's where it's like bother me. It's like, damn, like my heart is like help everybody. But then it's like my smart mind is like, yo, dog, one of these niggas will fuck around and like have some weird ass creep fetish on you and like probably like kill you or some weird shit, right? So that's the hardest part with helping, right? It's the hardest part with being who I am and being what I've become. Not knowing if everybody has good intentions. Right? Now the thing is, right, you can't really read energy online like that. Right? You can't read energy online. You can't tell a person motives from text or type or yada yada yada, right? You can't. And you can't tell shit truth. Shut your ass up. Talk about I could tell. I could tell. You can't. Oh, so a nigga talk about. Oh, I'm trying to come. I'm trying to come chill. Oh, you think? Oh, yeah, he trying to come fuck. Nigga ain't trying to come chill. I know his vibes. Talk about he's trying to come. Just shut your ass up. Talk about I know. I could tell. No, you can't. Shut your ass up. Anywho, like I was saying, you feel me? Right? Down, boy, down. Get up. You like my horse ride motions, huh? I know how to do it. Look. But no, back to what I was talking about, right? So the thing is, right, understanding like who all needs to be helped and who all don't need to be helped. Now the fucked up part about it, right, is like I got a lot of weird ass niggas that follow me. Right. When I say I got a lot, like I got a lot of weird. I'm talking about very weird people that follow me. Like very weird. Like I don't think you understand how weird they are, right? Like I got a nigga that really texts my phone every morning and tell me to shit in his mouth. Right? And I'm 99% sure the nigga is on here right now. Like I have somebody who texts my phone every morning and he be like, please just shit on me. Or please like can you just wipe your balls down my face? Wow, y'all don't understand what it means to be a celeb in some form, right? Or some way, right? Being a celeb, right? Being a celebrity or any form of celebrity, you get this type of shit. Wait, hold on real quick, y'all. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. You feel me? Nigga had some shit I had to take care of. Real nigga shit. Shouts out to everybody that's still here. Fucks with y'all. But yeah, so back to what we was talking about, right? So when you become, when you become a form of icon, you get this type of weird shit. You get very weird shit, like very, 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 very weird shit, right? And it's kind of scary, right? Like it's kind of very, 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 very scary. Like you get weird ass people, like you get very weird people. And it's like, yo, like what type of monsters is these, right? Like, cause I call these type of people monsters. Like they're like, I don't even think they're human, right? Right? I don't even think they're, I don't really think they're even human. Like I think it's like aliens or some type of shit. Like, cause I don't think no one in their right mind has the power to do this shit. Like the type of energy, like how do you be that infatuated with someone else? Like it's crazy. But, bigger than that, right? So I go, yo, I spend a lot of my time talking to people, right? A lot, right? When I say a lot, I spend a lot of my, when I say a lot, I spend hours and hours just because, even when I go offline, I'm normally on the phone with somebody. I'm normally talking to somebody in person. I'm normally like I spend hours of my day, like I say about 12 to 13 hours of my day trying to help different people with their scenarios, right? Like literally, like, yo, I'm on my phone, like I'm like a hotline. My phone just rung right now, I'm like a hotline. Like I'm really like a hotline. Like you don't understand, it's probably about 700 niggas, probably about 700 to 800 people in total that I'm in conversation with about helping them better themselves in every way or form. No one helps me. I don't need help. I don't really need help because I understand the program. Right? I understand the program, right? You don't when you see things from my vision, it's not about help, right? Right? What I feed off of is seeing other people get out of whatever depression or scenario they in. That's what helped me, right? When I go, dang, yo, I helped that dude get to where he needs to get to. That shit helped me. That's what helps, right? That's what helps. Yes, that's what helps. You gotta understand. You gotta understand who I am as a person. I figured out the code. I could sell anything. I could sell it. I have a scenario where I know how to help myself, right? Right. But I get it. You feel me? Like, I see a lot of people say, well, let's go fictional real quick, right? I see a lot of people say, yeah, Jesus did a lot for the world, but nobody never asks who helped Jesus. Really, you got to think about that, right? Yes, you can say Jesus is this or Jesus is that, whatever you want to say. But let's just say, all right, Jesus. Let's take the name Jesus, right? Jesus did all this helping around the world, all this helping to all these helping people. But when a nigga got killed, who helped him? Nobody. So you got to understand, when you take this mission, right, you can't expect for nobody to help you. You just got to help until you die. That's it. It's like a suicide mission, right? Right? That's all it is, a suicide mission. So that's how I live life, right? I live life like a suicide mission, right? I'm just gonna help until I can't help no more. That's it. I don't really think about, right? Right? Man, the bitch didn't help shit. Jesus was out the house by 3. Fuck you talking about help? Mary didn't help shit. She didn't even fuck. The bitch just popped up 9 months pregnant. I don't even think she had birth. Like, I don't think she went into labor. Like, I don't even think that. Like, I think the baby just came out of her, like, by itself. And then the nigga went on a spiritual journey, like 2 years old. Nigga 4 years old, he came back and went on another spiritual journey. She didn't help shit. He didn't need to be breastfed. He did nothing. He was already a god. She ain't help shit. But bigger than that, right? That's how I live life, right? I live life spending a lot of my time helping people, and I don't really ask for returns. I don't really worry about what am I going to get out of the long run, because in that case, that's when you're not even doing it for love, right? You're not even doing it out of your own heart. You're doing it for a return. I don't do anything for a return, right? Nothing at all, right? Only thing I expect to see is the person gain, right? Right. That's the only thing I expect to see is a person gain, right? It's the only thing I care about is watching the person gain. That's the only thing I expect to see in the total outcome of the scenario. Did you take the advice that I gave you, and did you do something with it? That's it, right? So, like I said, I've put a lot of people in position. I've helped a lot of people in my lifetime. I've put a lot of people. When I say a lot, I've put a lot of people in position. I've got a lot of people out of their holes. But I'm gonna tell you what bothers me the most, right? What bothers me the most is when I help someone and I spend all of my time giving them the solution and the possibility, and they don't listen. And then they don't listen. And then after not listening, they come back to me and ask me again. That bothers me. Then that's when I cut people off, right? Because that's when I weave out the trolls and I weave out the people that's destined for whatever they want, right? Is weave out the trolls, weave in the trolls, or weave out the trolls. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people, they don't really get it. They don't really see it. And I don't think they'll ever see it. Right? I don't even help my family. That's not even the option. Family don't mean shit to me at all. Nothing. Like, nothing at all. Like, literally at all. Like, not one bit. I don't really care about family at all. Because family doesn't mean nothing. Let me break something down to y'all. Family is a program. The word family itself is a program, right? It's a design. It's a design to make you selfish, right? Family is a design to make you selfish, right? It is all it is. It just makes you selfish, right? It's a program tactic. The word family itself is a program tactic. Most people care about their family more than they care about the rest of the world. Little do you know, you might be related to somebody else more than you are related to another person. You got to understand, family don't mean shit. We're talking about DNA code. We're talking about soulmates. We're talking about all type of other things that pop up in this world, right? Family don't mean a goddamn thing at all. Doesn't mean anything. Nothing. It's a program. Oh, yeah, help your family. How you gonna help your family? They ain't helping themselves. You can't help no motherfucker that's not willing to help themselves at all. At all. At all. I don't give a fuck who you are. If you don't see the world the way we need to see the world, then I don't really give a fuck who you are. I got friends that I met off Periscope that's more closer to me than my family. Right? I got friends on here that I'm more closer to than my family. And I ain't never even met a nigga in person. I've only talked to him through comments. I've only talked to him or her through comments. And I feel I'm more closer to them than my actual family. Right? You can't message me for personalized help. Right? You can't. Right? If the universe will allow it to happen, it will happen. There is no reach out to me. Right? Right? I understand energy. I understand soul. I understand all of that. If it's meant to happen, it'll happen. It's not necessarily about who needs help and because at the end of the day, right? I'm only looking to help specific type of people, and I only help specific type of people. Right? Sometimes it's not about finances, right? A lot of people be like, "Yo, help me! I'm trying to do this." It's not never about finances. Finance will never come if you thinking about the lower level of finance, right? You always got to think about becoming one with yourself, and then the shit will come financially. And the problem with most people is why they don't never gain financially is because they don't really understand themselves. Dog taking a do, right? Most people don't really understand themselves, right? So when you look at it from that situation, you look at it from that scenario, look at all the people that is extremely successful financially. They're not successful because they chose to make money. They're successful because they homed in on their own craft. And after they homed in on their own craft, that's when the finances came, right? After they homed in on their own craft, that's when the finances came. It had nothing to do with them saying, "Yo, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna make this money." No. If you home in on your own craft and you really realize what you have to do in this world, then it'll come financially. Right? You gotta really look at everybody that has became you think the nigga who made Facebook was like, "Yo, I'm gonna make money from this." No, he designed a program for people to connect themselves to each other. And he made billions of dollars for something that he actually cared about. His program was, you know what? I'm gonna design a program, a website that can connect people to each other. Friends and old families and yada yada yada, boom boom boom. And there you have it. You feel me? So when you look at it from that perspective, but then also on top of that, right? The financial department is the reason why a lot of people would never find themselves. So it's a double whammy, right? So you gotta look at it from this perspective, right? Everybody say they need help, but sometimes they don't really need help. Their perception is, "Yo, I need help." Oh, but you don't really understand like what you asking for is also what could be destroying you. Right? So my thing is like, before I actually help people, like I really study them. I really understand who they are as a person, and I I study that because you don't want to help somebody and they use the help to destroy themselves. Right? Somebody could be like, "Yo, DayLyt, what's up, man? I need help," but he not telling you that he has a heroin addiction. Right? So you help the person gain financially, then the nigga spend the money on heroin and overdose. You get what I'm saying? So you got to understand, it's bigger than help. Right? It's bigger than help. You don't really know people like that, and that's why I base everything off energy. I base everything off energy. I can read energy. I study energy. Y'all seen me do this shit on Periscope numerous times. You seen me break girls' entire lives down on Periscope just based off how they speak, right? So one thing I've been doing is I've been helping the females a lot. I've been helping a lot of females, right? Because I understand females create weak-minded niggas. And weak-minded niggas create more weak-minded females. But it starts off with the female. If we could build the females, we could change the world. That's one of my goals that I have in general. If we could build the female, we could change the world. The problem with the world today is females are destroyed mentally and physically. That's one of the ultimate problems, right? It starts off with the female. And the hardest part is getting the females in a large portion to see what they are, who they are, and what they can do, right? So, like I said, just to let y'all know something too, and y'all heard this first on Periscope, my girl is actually pregnant, and I'm having a girl. So y'all wonder why y'all haven't really seen her online and shit like that. She's actually pregnant. She's 3 months pregnant, and I'm having a girl. And I'm very excited because I get to raise a queen. I have 2 boys, and this will be my 3rd child, which is a girl. And I get to raise a queen, right? And oh my God, she is going to be very strong, right? She's going to be very strong. Like, I'm talking about extremely strong. And the things, I mean, y'all already see my son, right? Y'all already see my son. Y'all understand where my son mind is, right? Y'all see that. The best part about this is I did a lot of trying to preach to my sisters, and I realized how deep the program is. So I told myself, I can't really wake the girls up who are already grown, because they're grown, right? They're grown women. They already have 20 to 30 years worth of programming installed in them, and you can't reverse engineer that program, right? So the best part about it is that I have a future queen on the way, and I get to program. I get to program extremely. Now, back to the overall perspective of what I'm saying is the females, right? Not only do I get to help program my daughter, but she have 2 strong mans in her life. Actually 3. My older son is one of us too. He's just not here right now. But she has 3 extremely stronger men in her life to look up to. Me, my older son, and my second son. But bigger than that, the females, right? Oh yeah, we having a birth at home. She would not visit a doctor ever. Ever. She would not go to the doctor ever. Like, not one time in her entire life. At all. But bigger than that, right? We're not gonna go down to why she won't go to the doctor. But, and what up, Mose? Bigger than that, right? I got 2. Bigger than that, we're going back to the females. Let's get off the child. Let's go to what we got right now, because we do got some sisters in here right now. When I say the word sisters, I speak from all angles of the word sister, right? I don't speak from just black or whatever. I speak from all angles of the word sisters, right? Now, my thing is this, right? My thing is this with the females in the world, right? Females have to understand one valuable thing. A girl's beauty is her biggest destruction, and it is her biggest setback. A girl's beauty. Everything about a girl wanting to be beautiful is the reason why they are weak in every way or every form. Beauty. Every reason a girl's beauty is the biggest problem. Dog, my outlook is not going to change on anything. I have 8 sisters. I grew up with 8 sisters. I've watched girls my entire life. I have 8 sisters. I watched all of them. I watched all their mistakes. I watched all their downfalls. I watched all their problems. I watched everything. I see the world completely different from the average father. Right? I don't have children because I slipped up and got pregnant, or I had a child because I wanted a baby in this world and someone to buy clothes. I don't have children for that reason. I know what children are. They are the future. They are empty computers. Right? Right? I don't care about having kids for whatever. They are computers. No, no, no. They're not gods. They're not none of that. They're computers. It's all children are. Computers. And you must program them with everything you can to change the future. That's it. You must program them with whatever you can to change the future. That's why most kids get programmed to change the future. That's it. You get programmed for 18 years of your life to alter the future. I've had my kids to do the same thing. Program them with what I need to program them with. That's it. Program. Now, back to what I was saying from the female perspective, right? No, bruh, they do not develop their own consciousness at 7 years old. You're wrong, Leonidas. Leonidas, you are wrong. They develop their own consciousness the day they are born. The moment that consciousness leaves is the first shots of vaccination, second shots of vaccination, third shots of vaccination. They're all erase tactics. I never got vaccinated, so I remember everything from when I was like maybe 8, 9 months. No. You remember everything. That shit just gets erased. Then it gets erased again, and then it gets erased again, and so forth and so forth. And you get erased with cartoons, and you plug your mind with food, snacks, birthdays, holidays, and all of that shit get erased. Right? Birthdays, holidays, parties, cakes, all that shit. It get erased, right? So, back to what I was saying. The females. The females have to become extremely stronger. And I don't mean mental, I mean physical. First, females need to become physically stronger. Physically. It's the first thing. And what I mean by that is a female, first of all, the female has to be able to protect herself in any scenario. Because, see, one of the biggest problems, physical before mental, right? One of the biggest problems is females believe that they can be overpowered. Right? The average female knows in their head, I'm not strong. I could be overpowered. Do you see men walking around here like, damn, I shouldn't go at night. I could be raped. Nigga, we walk everywhere. Nigga ain't no, I wish a nigga would rape me. Nigga, I'll kill a nigga ASAP. Imagine if females had that mentality. Like, nigga, I'm going outside at nighttime. I wish a nigga would run up on me. A knife. I don't need no knife, nigga. I got hands. Imagine, imagine if females had that mentality. Right? Imagine. Right? You know what would be crazy, right? It'd be a big ass girl, right? It'd be a girl like 6'1", bitch, 6'1", 184 pounds. It'd be a Mexican dude about 4'1", nigga, 98 pounds, rape her. How you got raped by a 4'1" Hispanic and you 6'3"? This is the shit I'm talking about, right? You see the mugshot, it's a 4'1" Hispanic dude with no paperwork. How? You 6'1", 190. How? Right? So what I'm saying is, first and most foremost, girls got to get physically stronger. Once they get physically stronger, they'll become mentally stronger. But you know what stopped girls from getting physically stronger? Beauty. Beauty stops girls from getting physical stronger. Oh, I don't want to be muscular. Or, oh, I don't want to be this. Or, I want to have my nice little feminine shape. Oh, my fingernails. Yeah, that's really the problem. Right? None of that shit matters. Only thing that matters in this world is survival of the fittest, not survival of the lookest. Right? So once girls could get physically stronger, then they'll build a confidence, right? Right? Girls get physically stronger, then they'll build a confidence, right? Once they build that form of confidence, then the rest plays its part. Right? So if you can gain physically, right? If you can, like the average girl can't even do 10 push-ups, right? The average girl. We're talking about the average girl, not a girl that plays sports. And the average girl in the world can't do 10 push-ups. 90% of the girls in the world can't do a pull-up. You got to look from this perspective, right? And if you're a female right now, you on here, you have to ask yourself, can you actually go to a bar right now and pull yourself up? No, you can't. Some of y'all possibly could, but the average and more than average can't, right? So when you look at it from that perspective, you have to tell yourself, right? Females are weak physically as a whole. And if you're weak physically, right, then you're most definitely going to be weak mentally. But what we fail to realize is females possess more power than men in every way or form, right? They're in tune, right? They're in tune with more than men, right? Females have a better sense of smell than men, right? Females have a better sense of taste than men. They have a better sense of touch than men. They have all that, everything, right? 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 Everything. Everything. Females possess intuition that a lot of niggas don't possess. Right? Right? We have to really look at this, right? We have to really think about it from this perspective.